You know, sometimes I start recording these things and then I get 8 minutes into rambling and then I'm like, that sucked. And then I delete it and I start over. First one was because I immediately started talking about my hair because like it's been under a hat all day. Like, look at that. It's almost matted. And then I was like, dude, don't do that. And here I am starting it again. And then the second one was just about a bunch of other stuff. And then I went down a rabbit hole and I was like, yeah, that's boring even to me. But take 3, here we are, episode 13 of Skylar Talks to 4 People. We are live from the new living room, the living room that what was once my office is now the living room where I put the couch. But what's significant about today relative to the last couple days and maybe the last year before this is that I no longer own a couch. I sold it. Where I'm sitting was where my couch was. And I sold my ottoman and my couch today, which I was not really planning on doing, but you know, I've got bills coming up with Layla and I have to be able to provide for my dog family. So yeah, I don't have a couch, but the financial component is not the real reason I sold it. I've been thinking a lot about this idea of comfort. And so often I think about it being some sort of a right of mine. I have a right to sit down, a right to be comfortable, a right to whatever. But I'm a single guy, I'm 37, and I've got 2 dogs, you know, decent career, and, you know, there are people who are 20 years older than me who are working their asses off to make a living. And I'm kind of here just like, you know, I'll work when I want and figure it out. It's like I'm like halfway in retirement. And that's just ridiculous. Like I don't get life from that. That doesn't bring me joy. That doesn't bring me excitement. That doesn't like better my friends and my family around me. Just me kind of being like comfortable, you know, half the time. I need to be working more. I want to be working more. There are so many things in life that I am excited about. And I'm in New York City. I'm in the greatest city in the world. And I picked up my life and moved it from Dallas to be here and to experience the city and to see and feel and do all of the things around me. And yet I just so often default to horizontality, laying down, watching a movie, relaxing. And I don't need that, you know. I watch some YouTubers who I really, really admire, and I think about Mr. Beast, or I think about Casey Neistat, Mark Rober, all the kind of greats. And I don't know that I like want to particularly be them. That's not the goal. But you see how much these people, they work a lot. They work really hard and they work a lot and they have a goal and they set it and they go after it. And it bears fruit after a while. But you'd probably be remiss to talk to one of them and say, how often are you just sitting on your couch watching a movie and relaxing? And I don't know, maybe Casey Neistat would be like, dude, I'm in my 40s, I'm enjoying it. But for the most part, they're not doing that. They are freaking working, they're hustling up, they're moving, and that is where I belong. That's like in my blood. And when I was, you know, probably elementary school through middle school and even high school, you know, I didn't do this to impress anyone, but my mom would tell me this story about how every day when I would come home from school, I would walk in the door, I would walk straight inside, and before saying anything, I would like walk to the dining room table and I would go, homework. and I would sit down and I would get my homework done. And maybe there's this like component of myself as a child that like I'm starting to think about more now, and like how that speaks to me as an adult. But maybe, I don't know, over time, things in your life kind of start to like take place of other things, and you forget these really important principles and things that you practiced or cared about when you were younger. And I think that's happened. And, and it seems really silly. It's like, who fucking cares? It's a couch. Like, enjoy the couch, whatever. But like, I don't even get that much pleasure from it. Invariably, I lay down, I watch YouTube on my phone, or I watch, a movie or a show. I binge something for 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm like, I don't feel good after that. That did not bring me any joy. So anyways, getting rid of it, it's a little bit weird because now, like, if someone comes over, like, I have 2 bar stools they can sit at, but other than that, I don't have people over a lot, so it like doesn't really matter. And if they did, we'd be here for 4 minutes and then, eat food and then leave and go explore the city. It's like, it's like this Dallas way of thinking. You got to have a living room, you got to have a couch, you got to have 4 kids and a shiny job and a 401k and, retire at 55 and, just relax and whatever. And I'm like, no, this is just, that type of life is not for me. And for me, a couch signified that. And I'm not saying I'll never get a couch again, but I'm just saying that the couch is the symbol of comfort to me. And I leaned into that. And the moment I made a little move in the living room and made it into the workroom and brought it in here, the wheels started spinning, and I was like, yeah, comfort is not where I'm at right now. I need to challenge myself. I need to like be working my butt off. And if I want to relax, buy a movie, sit in a chair, lay on the freaking floor. I don't know, but I will figure out a way to enjoy myself, when the time is right. But yeah, comfort kills. And I read that on a run. I think it was on the Williamsburg Bridge. They have like people spray paint stuff all over the concrete, and there are a lot of really funny things and like jokes and stuff that people write. But I'm pretty sure one of the things on there says comfort kills, and I just read that and it kind of stuck with me. So there's nothing wrong with comfort at times. There's a time and a place for it, but yeah, right now it's about focus. It's about determination. There's a lot on my plate and a lot that requires my attention. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to focus on. Anyway, I think that's the moral of the story for the day. I have an empty room. Maybe I'll get a roommate and save half on rent. Who knows? I have no idea. But all I know is today I made a good move for myself that feels really appropriate and really nice. So I'm excited to lean into that some more. Yeah, and I'm excited to share with you what comes of my newfound determination, I guess. I don't know. But I think that a lot is going to come from it, and I'm very excited about it. So, okay. I think that's it for the day. Any other special updates, thoughts? I think what I'm going to start doing, final thing, I think what I'm going to start doing with this is assigning a little bit more structure to it. I think the first couple weeks of it is I'm kind of getting my bearings around talking to a camera and with the expectation of no one really seeing it. I think that I'm going to start assigning a little more structure to it. I kind of like this like continuous flow video thing because it's just helpful for me to not have to think about editing after, it's at the end of the day and I'm really tired and I didn't even want to record in the first place. But I think I'm going to keep this sort of form, but then add some components to it. And what will that look like? I don't know. Maybe I'll show my dogs more. Maybe I'll show some things I'm working on. Maybe I'll do some stuff out in the city. I don't know. But for now it's this, but it's going to be changing. And I read a quote today by Rick Rubin that I really liked. That was perfect for today. And it was, I can't look at my phone because it's recording. Don't become so tied to the start of a thing looking like the result of it. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but like if you have a vision, I'm butchering that. I'm definitely butchering that. If you have a vision for whatever it is that your goal is and what you're looking for and trying to achieve, don't get too caught up in the start of it looking like the end of it. And I guess you could think about it vice versa. Don't get too caught up in the end of it looking like the start of it or whatever. But basically it's saying like, if it's art, if it's expression, let it be free flowing, let it evolve, let it turn into the thing that it needs to turn into. So yeah, that's what we're gonna end on today. This was a good day. I'm excited for what's next, and I will keep you posted. And wish me luck on figuring out a new situation for this. All right, see you tomorrow.